Normally when you watch a bike review, the bike is always spotless, clean, and it looks like it's just got out of the world premiere. But it will not be so. In this episode we will be showing you the bike in its everyday use, so you know, I'm sorry for a bit of dirt on it, but you know, it's just the way we use it. Hi, I'm Tom with Adventure Madness, and this is a Ducati Desert X aftermarket parts review. This is the spot we found for today's review. Spiaggia Subarone, Golfo di Orosei, Sardinia. My beautiful camera lady Kasia. And yeah, this is the place. I mean, as good as any. Ducati Desert X is not a bike for everyone, and it's not a bike for everything. The way we use it is as a traveler's bike, as a commuter, and of course as an off-roader. Now the bike needs to be adjusted in every case. Either you buy a scooter or you buy a Harley, you always kind of tune it to your needs, and that's what we've done to this bike, and this is what we want to show you today. First thing that had to go straight away was the tires. Our weapon of choice for this bike are Moto's Traction Adventure. We change the tires on every single bike we have, and Motos are our go-to tires every single time because, as you know and you've noticed before, all the manufacturers' tires are just shit. Second thing that manufacturers never have enough money for is the skid plate. Let me introduce you to the AXP skid plate or bash plate or engine protection, whatever you want to call it. Because we are not using crush bars on any bike we have, we're just kind of not used to them. We are using pretty solid bash plates, and this was our choice because it's lightweight and it covers almost the whole engine, and for our needs it's just about enough. Next thing would be the exhaust. Obviously the bike needs to sound right, and it needs to bring out the grunt, the proper grunt of the engine. The exhaust, probably the most important thing for almost every single biker. The sound of a bike needs to be just right, and yeah, this sound here comes out of the unit garage exhaust system, full flow-through system with the Ducati. It just sounds absolutely amazing. Had I been a professional YouTuber, motorcycle journalist, or motorcycle influencer, this would be the moment in which I would ask you to hit like, share and subscribe buttons to keep our channel going. But I'm not Adam Riemann, or I'm not Ryan F9. I don't need to keep the channel going. I need to keep the channel alive. So if it's not a problem for you, and if you enjoy the video, then just hit those buttons. I would much appreciate that. Now let's talk a bit about the back of this bike, because we need to talk about the luggage system and its tail. Now, because we are using the rackless system on that bike, either riding solo or two up, we needed to add some sort of support for the bikes we were using. We were using a Polish company's product called Red Mammoth. The bags are called Viduro 60. And this is also a Polish product. The racks are made by a Polish company called Bulldozer. The cool thing about them is they are symmetrical, which is an absolute must when it comes to side racks. I absolutely love the symmetry on the bikes, and I absolutely hate when they are, you know, just sticking out of one side. And they also come with a top rack, which is not here right now. But yeah, overall it's a very good setup. And speaking of the back of the bike, I mean, Ducati guys, are you listening? Are you fucking listening? This thing is an absolutely utter shit, you know. I mean, it just hurts the eyes just to look at it. So this thing has to go. It's still there. We've done some little modifications to it. It's still there, but it's going. You know, it has to disappear to make this bike look good. The steering damper. When you don't have it, and you know, then you never know what you're missing. But once you have it, you're thinking of using it, and then for some strange reason it occurs that the one that was put on a bike is just shit. Like, you know, it just doesn't do anything. It's just there. So that had to go as well. A 42 euro part made by a company called Matrix is about 10 times better than the one manufactured by the Ducati. So again, Ducati, how could you? Then it's the mirrors. We change them on every single bike we have because it's again another thing that manufacturers always, you know, for some strange reason they just don't think about it. It's like, you know, you have a nice dash, you have a nice bike, and then just let's just dump some mirrors on it. So yeah, we change them every time we buy a bike. The mirrors we use on every single bike we have are double take mirrors. These are just, you know, working magic, absolutely fantastic. You can see everything and they're not wobbly. They're just great. Speaking of aftermarket parts, I need to make one more addition, and it's the seat cover. Some people say that you don't put a 12 euro part on a 15,000 euro motorcycle, but from my point of view, if it works, then, you know, why not? This cover works magic in hot weather, and it works magic when riding in the rain, so you just don't sit in a pond of water. And other than that, it just helps your ass a bit, because the original seat on the Ducati Desert X is, as it is on every other bike on the market, it's just shit. And then of course, it's the dash and GPS mount. We've changed that as well. The adjustment we've done to the dash was simple. We bought another cheap, I think it was 16 euro part from AliExpress, and it was that metal thing. I mean, you can buy them from almost everyone. Everybody sells it. The price varies between 16 euro and I think the most expensive one I've seen was for 96 euros. And yeah, it was an absolute madness, you know, with that price. But anyways, we've put it on and it's working magic with the Garmin GPS. It's just about enough. I think we've covered everything on the bike. The rest is pretty much stock. We haven't tuned the engine in any way. We haven't changed the tank, which comes from Aurora company, I think. And it costs about $3,500. So this thing's got to wait a bit, or maybe we'll never change it. But other than that, the bike's pretty much stock. Thank you very much, guys. If you enjoyed the video, as I mentioned before, hit the like button. And I'm Tom with Adventure Madness, and see you next time.